Alright, here's the 86 560 SL. Major job, swapped the transmission. Previous owner neglected to reveal that the transmission leaked fluid and the internal clutch of the transmission worn out. It's a major job. I'd say it's about 12 hours, pull it out, put it in. So here's another fun problem. The little light bulb that goes in here, you got to take this off, take that off, and that removes this panel. It's really bright, so you probably can't see anything. And then you take this clear off, 2 screws, and then there's a metal bracket thingy that goes over this. There's a screw there, screw there, screw there. Best to use a little one of those magnetic dishes so you don't lose the screws, because they're probably a pain in the ass to get. Then you pull this out, and then directly behind there is the 1 screw bracket that holds the light bulb in. And the light bulb is really tiny. Let's go take a look. And this is just the beginning of today's problems. But this bulb is perfectly good. So, gotta go to all that trouble, pull all that apart, come back over here, and it's gonna be fuse number 12, and you can see that's intact. So, and that is an 8 amp white fuse, fuse number 12. And there's your little panel for that. And what does it say? Diagnostic clock, that didn't help. Trunk light, roof light, entrance light, hazard warning system, that didn't work. Warming monitor term, whatever that means. 5 autumn, yeah. All secret code. Good luck trying to figure that out, right? So at least I got the lowers that work. It's not going to be a flasher relay, because if it was the flasher relay, all of it wouldn't work. Welcome to my world. Shit just falls apart. But that is it. That's how that comes apart. Pull this panel. God, it's so bright I can't even see what I'm doing. And then that piece comes out with 2 screws. And then you uncouple this thing, unscrew that, that'll pop out, and the light bulb sits right back in there. It's real simple. Some people will tell you that you can access it from here. You cannot, guaranteed. So this car needs the gauge cluster working. Let's take a look at that. The entire cluster don't work. The only thing that works is that economy gauge and the main speedometer and the odometer. The tach don't work, the clock don't work. Fuel, oil temp, water temp, those don't work. Supposed to be you just put a ground wire on that. It's a pain in the ass to get to it, so it's going to be on hold for a while. It's a wonderful car, runs and rides, always fires up. 140,000 miles. Needs ragtop. This paint's all fucked up. Have no idea what caused that. It had a bunch of blistered paint, and I sanded it and just primed it. One day it might get a paint job. Maybe not while I own it. A good paint job is going to probably start at like 3, 4, 5 grand. The seat covers are worn out. You can see that's all worn out, which is too bad. You know, smart people put seat covers on their brand new car's seats, and I guess the previous owners never did. Tires are, I'm not going to drive it that much, but it probably needs new tires if you want to drive it every single day. And you can see that muffler That thing's shot. And that muffler is not the same muffler as on a 450 SL. It may be a dual pipe muffler, but it's not the same one. So, no collision damage. Just smalls. Fires up every day, drives down the road, goes through all the gears. But I'd take $13,000 for it just the way it sits. Yeah, so there it is, clear title. Power windows work. Yeah. The defrost works. AC don't work. I'm not going to fix that. It's a convertible. And you know, it's a vacuum lined car, so I don't care what anybody tells you. Vacuum lined cars, headaches. Always a headache. And they're hard to trace where the problems are. I'd highly recommend the Facebook groups for the 107 series. A lot of really sharp mechanics on there. You can ask them any question, they'll have an answer for you. I'm very impressed with them. But this car with the blown transmission, it'd go like 35 miles an hour. And if you tried to go any faster than that, forget it. It would probably grenade the transmission. But if you ever buy a car, one of these 107 cars, any type of car, first thing you really ought to do is go to your mechanic, put it up in the air, and make sure the transmission and the engine are not leaking oil. Because this one, you could never tell if it leaked. I'd put cardboard underneath it, couldn't see a thing. And but somehow it was leaking when I drove down the road. So there it is, gang. 86 560 SL, 140,000 miles. I'd take 13,000 cash. It's really a wonderful car. I really don't care if it don't sell. If it sells, great. If it don't, that's great too. But if you're going to buy a 107 series car, truthfully, gang, just look for a 560 SL. Pay a little bit more. You're going to get the best of that series. The 450s, 300s, 380s, 500s, the SLCs, they're all wonderful cars, but the 560 is the top of the line. It's the best of that series. So, and once you learn these cars, you know, you're there. You know, you can work on them. This one's had the fuel pressure regulator swapped, the fuel suction hose swapped, the fuel accumulator, the fuel filter, fuel pump worked fine, didn't have to swap that. What else did we do? Just off the top of my head, that's it. Yeah, and then always make sure you have clean coolant. You want to ruin an engine, don't change your coolant, and don't just run water. Put fresh coolant in there. This was a $60,000, $90,000 car back in the day. Of course, I didn't pay that, but you know, if you're going to own a fancy car, god damn, take care of it. Swap the oil, swap the transmission fluid. If you don't want to do that yourself, then find somebody that you trust that is competent and knows these cars. Yeah, because otherwise you're just going to have a boat anchor. There's tons of these cars floating around that people never took care of, and that's why they're sitting and not driving. You know, you need to take care of these cars. Yeah, so there it is, gang. How to swap out the front signal lamps. Doesn't guarantee they're going to work, but I'm not sure what the problem is. I don't think it's the flasher relay, because I do have signal everywhere else except for those two bulbs. Yeah, so I cleaned those surfaces. That wasn't enough, so it's some sort of mystery. But that's how you take those out. All right, gang. We'll catch you on the next video. If you want a ponton, I got 3 of those to get rid of too. Get rid of, sell, whatever.